Howdy y'all, One Star Keto Girl here. Let's talk about diet, lifestyle, sustainability. And what I mean by that is being able to maintain a diet lifestyle indefinitely. Because let's face it, that's pretty much what you have to do if you want to continue to reap the rewards of what you've achieved, whether it's weight loss or improvements in health markers. Or disease control or whatever it may be. If you go back to eating what you ate to get you where you needed to change your lifestyle to begin with, that's not a good thing. So you need to be able to maintain your lifestyle. It's got to be a change. You hear that all the time and people are like, oh God, here goes this lifestyle thing. But honestly, it is the truth. Call it whatever you want to call it. But the point is, it needs to be something that can be sustainable. And with all the diets I've tried in the past, those were not sustainable. I lost the weight because that was my whole thing, was losing weight. I didn't at that point, I didn't really care about health. It was all about weight. But I could lose the weight super easy. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say easy, but I had no issue with it. I had willpower like crazy. But eventually it gets to the point when I hit maintenance that I'm like, I cannot keep doing this. I cannot keep exercising and moving more and continuing to eat less of food that was, quite frankly, crap anyway, that was tasteless, low fat, low calorie, everything. I just couldn't keep doing that. So it was not sustainable. Sorry, Weight Watchers, you suck because you're not sustainable. I lost the weight, yes, good for you, but if I can't maintain it, what's the point? Anyway, so what do you have to do? What are the elements that make a diet sustainable? Well, number one, not being hungry. When you're hungry all the bloody time, guess what? It makes it extremely difficult. And even somebody like me who has crazy willpower, and I'm not kidding you, I really do have crazy willpower when my mind is set. But it's miserable. You're hungry. And everything you look at, you want. And you begin to hate your friends who are eating. Even though they're, unhealthy and obese, you don't care. You're jealous because they get to eat it. But because I have this crazy willpower, I say no, even though I desperately want it. That's not sustainable. It's not. And it wasn't for me. The 3 times I did Weight Watchers and lost 80 plus pounds. Yes, I did that 3 times. I did a billion other diets too, but those were the ones where I lost large amounts of weight at one time. Anyway, not sustainable because I was hungry. I was miserable. The high carb that kept me craving food and having me, boom up, and then the energy died, and then I got hungry again. I need to eat more carbs to get that energy, get that sugar in there, get that glucose going, and so I could get up like this again. Oh my gosh, and then I'd crash again, and then I'd be hungry again. Miserable. And guess what? When you go out with your friends in a social situation and you're starving, your belly's grumbling, you're miserable, you want those chips and salsa, you want that margarita like your friends are having, it's hard to say no because it's miserable. So absolutely, hunger is a huge thing. So what diet or what lifestyle can you have where you're not starving? Well, glad you asked. For me, it was going keto, number one, and now I've moved into carnivore, but it's the same philosophy. It's where your hunger hormones are addressed and you're not starving all the time. You're not craving, you're not wanting things, you're not feeling left out. So that is a huge one. You cannot maintain a diet lifestyle when you're starving. You can't. It's not possible. I don't care who you are. Okay, so that's the biggest one. And the other thing is, you have to be able to enjoy your food. If you're trying to do something and force yourself to do something that's not enjoyable at all, it's not going to work. Okay, I'm carnivore, right? So I eat meat primarily. I have a few plant-based things in the form of occasional coffee and spices, okay? So I do that. But other than that, I eat meat. Well, guess what? I don't like liver. I don't like it, don't like it, don't like it. I've tried, gosh, I've tried. Go watch my videos where I've tried the various kinds of liver, cooked different ways. I even ate it raw. Yep, I did. I ate it raw. And let me tell you, that was the least vile tasting way, but the most vile in texture. Anyway, I've tried. I really have. I don't crave liver. I don't want liver. I don't like it. It doesn't want to stay in my mouth. It is just vile to me. Now, if you enjoy it, yay, go for it. I don't. So if you're going to tell me that I have to eat liver in order to be a carnivore, well, guess what? I guess I'm not a carnivore because I'm not eating that crap again. It's miserable. It makes me unhappy. It's, you know, like if somebody told you eat a, you know, something really gross. I won't go there, but I think you probably get where I'm going with that because it gives you something. It's vile. Are you really still going to put that in your mouth? No. Okay, so that's not sustainable. If you're going to make me eat liver on a daily basis or a weekly basis or bi-week, you know, whatever. No, I'm not going to sustain that because I don't like it. It makes me very unhappy. And so you got to be able to adapt whatever you're doing to where it works for you. Don't let other people influence you to the point where they're telling you that you either have to do this or you just can't do this lifestyle at all. That's not right. That's not right because you're still going to reap benefits. I mean, is liver good for you? Absolutely. Yes, it's great. And I keep using liver because that happens to be one of my things, but it could be anything. I mean, what if you don't like, say, ribeyes? Okay, I'll be honest, I don't really like ribeyes either. I know that's just so horrible for a carnivore to say, but I really don't. I can eat it. It doesn't gross me out like liver by any means, but it's not enjoyable to me. So if that's what I had to eat every day, I would not be happy because I don't like it. So my point is, you have to be able to enjoy your food. And in carnivore, there is a huge variety you can choose from. Yes, there's some that is obviously more nutrient dense, like liver, but you can still find a way to get everything you need. So don't be afraid to tweak things and make it work for you. Because in order for you to continue living the lifestyle, whether it's keto, low carb, or carnivore, whatever it is, you got to find a way to make it work for you so it's palatable and you're not starving all the dang time like on those dang low fat, low calorie, awful, awful diets. Those are diets in the bad meaning of diets, you know. Anyway, I hope that helps a little bit, and just take into consideration those two things and tweak it to make it work for you, and you'll be able to sustain it. You really will. And it gets to the point when you're satisfied and you're not hungry and you're not craving, it gets easier. It really does. Now, that being said, there are some people who still need to deal with issues and change their relationship with food, obviously. And if you have a binge eating disorder and, you know, things like that, of course, those have to be addressed. But for most people who, you know, are just trying to change their lifestyle, those two things, addressing hunger and finding food you like. And I'm not talking ice cream. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. No. Or cupcakes. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Anyway, I think you get what I mean. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.